Welcome, Seymour Panther fans. Gridiron Live. Is this 4? 4. Gridiron Live 4 right here at Studio H. I'm your host, John Hendrick, co-host
Billy Hendricks.
Want to welcome everybody to the show tonight. Got a lot of good things to talk about. Anytime you get a victory, it's always good. First off, we want to welcome Coach Anderson and Adrian Villarreal, number 21 for the Seymour Panthers. Coach, we'll start off with you. First off, when we walked in the building today, I never met you before, so it's nice to meet you for the first time.
Too. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
What is it, AKA
Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury on the sideline there.
That's funny, man. I love it.
That's funny. But
I wish I got paid like him.
No kid.
So is this the first time for you to be on the show?
Yes, sir. First time.
I'm just going to kind of turn it over to you and let you kind of talk a little bit about yourself. Maybe where you went to high school, college, what brought you to Seymour, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm from Amarillo, coached in EULA, a little 1A. So this football stuff, it's pretty different for me. It's a strictly basketball school. So coming in here, it's been a long time since I've done a lot of football, but it's been awesome. Coach Lori is the best athletic director I've ever worked for. It's a true brotherhood with the kids, I feel like. The staff too, we get to joke around a lot, but when it's time to work, we work. My basketball background, it's kind of college. I played at Sul Ross for 4 years for Cliff Carroll, played for Jason Pillion at Sul Ross, and I'm just super excited. It's pretty cool. Probably about, I want to say 4 years ago when I first started coaching, I did a TABC camp down in Grapevine. And there was a few Seymour kids down there, and it was actually Hagan Anderson, Keaton Anderson, and they were just playing extremely hard, just getting after it. And it kind of caught my eye, and it was pretty funny, just fighting, clawing, just tough kids. And I was like, wow, it's pretty special to see them, playing as hard as they did. And I knew going back, because I was out Lamesa for a year. And I knew I was going to drive back through Seymour, so I kind of checked it out. I kind of wanted to see what Seymour was all about, and it was pretty neat, man. I'm just excited for the kids. They're just super tough. They work really hard. They're coachable, and it really relates in football from Coach Lloyd. He does an amazing job with the boys. His relationships with the boys is really special, and I feel like when you have a relationship with kids like that, they're willing to work for you and do whatever it takes for you. And it really shows on the field, in the weight room, and just how much time they spend overall. I mean, football, it's a grind, coming from a school like EULA, where, where they're in the gym. I was texting them like last night, some of the coaches and stuff, and they're already starting basketball right now, so the grind of football, I mean, it's the real deal. But it definitely shows on Friday nights, it's like, what was the score? 75 to 18. So, I mean, it shows, and it's awesome. Like I said, Coach Lloyd, he's an amazing man. He does a really good job, and just the culture and the community, it's very special, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, I know Seymour's excited to have you here. I know all of the young student athletes are excited to have you here. It's going to be a big change from what these guys are used to over the past few years with Coach Gilbert leaving and with you coming in. So I can see the intensity, big boy back there, the IT man, he's feeding his face with a pizza, plays post for you. I don't know, these two, you played basketball, didn't you, Thompson?
Freshman year.
You haven't played, and I know you're not a basketball guy.
I played in 8th grade.
Well, look at him. He doesn't look like he looks.
People always think I do because I'm tall, but I'm not good.
We always, you talk about basketball, and it's in a town like this that plays football. If they lose on a Friday night and it's into the season, you're in the gym on Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And maybe playing a game on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I'm open, man. I mean, I think this is a very special group. I don't know the specific numbers, juniors and seniors, but I know it's a good older core group. And I mean, I'm anticipating us, not picking up a basketball till probably after Thanksgiving. I really think with the talent we have and the way we're working and the way, shout out Coach Williams, who does an amazing job with the offense, the way we can score the football and the intensity, that Coach Lloyd brings to the table on the defensive end for the kids as well. I mean, I think it's going to be special, so I'm not anticipating us picking up a ball itself probably, after Thanksgiving. And, I think the kids know that too.
Well, I know Coach Lloyd gets upset because I always ask him future. He says I'm a 1 week at
Yeah.
which he should be.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to ask those kind of questions. So,
Well, I think one of the boys told us they was going to be playing football into December.
yeah, into December.
Yep. That's the goal. What is the finals December 8th?
It's around the yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's usually around my birthday. Our birthday, like around the 16th, 15th, 16th, somewhere around.
Yeah. I've never been to Cowboys Stadium either. I don't know if y'all have, so that'd be pretty cool to get my first experience in the Cowboys Stadium with you guys.
We got you. We got you.
Well, you got a real talented group of basketball boys coming up. I say coming up. They were there last year. They were one little ring out, and they should have. If you got past that game, they're probably going to go 2 or 3 more rounds last year in the basketball playoffs at least.
Yeah.
And we don't want to talk about that past history, but and I think most of those guys are returning, right? I think most of the whole team. So it's going to be exciting to watch basketball this year. And I know me personally, I'm glad I finally got to meet you. I can just see you on the sideline. We watch you on the sideline, and the kids respect you. They look up to you. You have that intensity. I hate to say you're friends with them, but you're friends with them. I mean, I know, the guys understand you're a coach and that, but I can tell that they respect you and you respect them back.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm big on relationships too. I try to encourage the boys as much as possible on the sidelines. I like to lift with them too when we're working out and stuff. So I think it kind of builds some chemistry there too. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done football. So, I mean, as a kid, I played it in high school too. And so I really I'm glad that we throw the football. I think it's super fun. I think the air raid is awesome to watch and awesome to learn. So, just the relationships with the kids, is what I'm big on right now, and the encouragement and just, showing them that, if they have any questions for me, I'm here. But, you know, uh, just kind of a routine of the way we do things. I think it's important to and lead them by example. You
Right.
know,
I don't want Coach Lloyd to hear this, and I don't want the boys to hear this, but we're starting to get some respect.
oh yeah,
And that's something you don't want these guys to dwell on because that rating doesn't mean a hill of beans. But something good is happening when everybody in the state of Texas is noticing it too.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's pretty exciting. I didn't realize. He showed me the Dave Campbell. I don't know what is that the channel. That the local news is that a Dave Campbell? No, because we were 10th in it.
Dave Campbell.
Is it Dave Campbell?
I guess that's what everybody really goes off of. Is his.
So we're starting to get some respect. So that shows, y'all's leadership and and the work habit that these kids are producing. So
Yeah, that's pretty neat. It's 10th? Are we ranked 10th? Is that
ninth
right
in-
now?
It's 9th, but it says 10th.
Not,
yeah,
Well, it says 9th in Max Preps and 10th in Dave Campbell.
yeah.
and we weren't ranked in either one of them. We were like 17th or something. We were
And
pretty
what's
far
really
down.
funny in Max Preps, it's got Munster in 7, and they've only won one game.
They're 1
They
and
beat
3.
Windthorst last week.
Mhm.
Really?
Must have played some really tough teams.
We must have.
So, so on the football side, what exactly do you coach? What's your
The receivers. So I guess X's and Y's.
so you got old Hollywood Charo coach? I call him Hollywood. That's
Yeah.
always been his nickname to
Yeah,
me.
Red Dog does a really good job. Coach Jones does a good job with the backs too. Slade, that's Slade's favorite right there. But yeah, I just kind of help out, with the corners as well too. But just kind of overseeing. We got some really good coaches on staff, so they know a lot more than I do about the X's and O's and everything. But just assisting anywhere possible that I can. Just kind of what they have me doing. But I guess if you want to put a title, I guess I'd do the X's and Y's on the offensive end.
Well, I hate it that you're not getting to see this because Coach Lloyd normally sits here and he has 2 slices of pizza, one in each hand, and he's trying to talk and there's grease running out of his mouth. And sometimes,
Yeah. How did y'all get that? Did somebody pick it up? We don't have a little Caesars in Seymour.
No, yeah, it came from Wichita.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Look,
awesome.
look at him. So, but I went blank. Sitting there watching Coach Lloyd made me go blank. So Adrian, I'll go to you. What classification are you?
So I'm a junior.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing football in 7th grade, and I play Y with Coach Anderson, so I'm an inside receiver, and I am a outside linebacker.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
So do you want to do the speed questions with me? You nervous?
I can try.
You don't have to be fast with them.
All right.
Slower's the better, actually.
Slower the better. The first 9 or 10 are pretty fast. You can answer. They're easy one word questions. So what's your full name?
My full name is Adrian Aeneas Villarreal.
Classification.
I am a junior.
Favorite class and teacher?
Favorite class? I like my nutrition class. I'm a stout.
That's
I
a
love
loaded
Miss
question because if one of your other teachers is watching and they're like, well, I thought that was his favorite. So
Miss Stout knows I love it. I've only taken her this year.
favorite food?
Favorite food, lasagna.
Favorite college team?
College team? Oof.
Doesn't have to be football, but like your favorite
Uh,
college.
I really like Oregon. I like their,
The Ducks?
yeah.
Favorite pro team?
Pro team? Ooh.
Football,
any
basketball,
sport, any
baseball,
sport?
anything. Yeah.
I always grew up a Rangers fan, so I'll say the Rangers.
Football, basketball, baseball, or track?
Track.
Favorite music?
Favorite music? Oof. I can't pinpoint anything. I listen to any
You
music.
listen to everything?
Everything.
Cool. That's good. You can help me DJ whenever you're ready.
All right.
Ford, Chevy, or Dodge?
Toyota an option?
I want to write that because somebody asked that last week.
Last week it was a Nissan. So.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Minivan? Dodge minivan?
Coach Lloyd wants a minivan so bad.
Try to do it.
What is the strangest thing you've eaten?
Strangest thing I've eaten. Last year I ate a sour cream and onion cricket.
Tell us a little more.
Yeah.
So we were in Galveston and we went to Pleasure Pier and they have a candy store. And so my stepdaddy bought us all this candy and he was like, I paid for this, so you're gonna eat this cricket. And I ate like 4 sour cream and onion
It was
crickets.
okay, right? Because
They don't taste like anything.
you just tasted
I'm being
sour cream,
honest.
didn't you?
I tasted something, but it definitely was not cricket.
Okay, when you were little, what did you want to be?
I don't really know. I know most people will probably say like they want to be an athlete, but I was very little when I grew up, so I think I really wanted to be like an astronaut because I was really into space.
That's
No, I
cool.
wanted to be a marine biologist. That's what I wanted to be.
That's cool. If you were the ruler of the world, who's your top?
Topic, like Coach Wood. Any day of the week.
I don't know. We can do that thing. He already said he's going to got the hot button.
That's what he said.
If it works, it works.
What's your most unpopular food?
Unpopular food that I like?
No, food that you don't like.
Food that I don't. Pickles. You will never see me eating pickles.
Really?
My mom loves pickles. I hate pickles.
How about
Pickles and mustard.
Maybe she ate them a lot when she was pregnant with you. That's
so I don't
what
eat mustard either.
That's probably why.
Pineapples on pizza.
Yes, I love pineapple.
What food should represent Texas?
Represent Texas? Ooh. I think it has to be brisket. I don't think
Barbecue.
there's no other option.
If you were famous, what would your stage name be?
My stage name be? It would just be a V. That's all.
V.
Just a V.
There you go.
If you could have a movie about your life, who would you choose to play you?
To play me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I don't know his name. He showed up to every day of summer workouts. He's a little Hispanic kid that looks just like how I did when I was in 7th grade. Yeah, he has glasses. I don't know, but he should play me.
He should play you. What's one item you cannot live without? Do not name your phone.
Not my phone.
Because that's what all 3 of them said last week. My phone.
I can live without my phone. That's not the problem.
And it can be food or whatever
So
you want. Anything you can't live without.
anything?
Dr. Pepper?
My team, my family.
Oh, there you go.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. What?
No
No.
way.
If it's in between two pieces of bread, I mean, it kind of has to be a sandwich.
He's the first one that said that it
Do
was
you
a
think?
sandwich.
Do you think soup is, or do you think cereal's a soup?
No.
No.
What?
There, Coach Lord over there.
Yeah, I mean,
It just goes to
it
the
has
bowl and
it
liquid.
has a liquid and something in it. So I mean,
I guess when you put it like that, yeah.
yeah.
So do you ever get in trouble at school? And if so, what for?
I normally don't get in trouble at school. When I do, I've got in trouble in a long time. But normally when I do, it's because I don't stop talking.
That's what everybody says. So, okay, you're granted 3 wishes. What are they?
Wish number one, I would hope that all of these seniors get to celebrate as a team at Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Always. This my family.
It's your boys,
That's my boys.
Yeah.
I'd hope for wealth and all that good that needs to come to my family. And that number 3. I don't know my number 3. I guess for Seymour to get the respect that it deserves. We're
There you
coming.
go.
We're coming.
There you go. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes. That was scary. Oof. Do I need to reiterate?
I mean,
Do
if you
need-
want to.
Alright. There used to be this place in Houston where my dad lives. It was weird, but they had a bunch of like preserved animals, and they had this one room in the back that was haunted. My dad was like, "Come with me." I was like, "All right." Walked in. I saw something in the corner. I looked at the rest of the room and I looked over. Never saw it. My chest hurt and I had to leave. I thought I was having a heart attack. It's bad.
So there's no need to ask if you believe.
Oh
So
no, and
you do
then
believe.
so I asked my dad if I could go back when I like grew up. Some dude burned it down because it was like,
It's haunted, wasn't it?
yeah, you burned it down.
Steak, seafood, or pasta?
Seafood any day.
One superpower, what is it?
Superpower?
To fly.
To fly. I mean,
That's what they said last week. wasn't
that's
it?
all
Everybody
right.
said to
I
fly.
think the ability to know what I want to know. Because if you
That's
know
good.
everything, that's probably not good for your mental health.
Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, water, or other?
I'm taking cucumber Gatorade. Ooh, I don't like. Everybody always makes fun of me because I don't like pickles and I don't like Dr. Pepper. I'm not a Dr. Pepper. I don't know why. It's just I think it's overrated.
Favorite high school mascot?
High school mascot. I've been a Panther my whole life.
There you go.
I started with Duncanville. I went to Panther, and now I'm still a Panther, so it has to be Panther.
So who's going to be the 2023 2A? What 2A Division 2? What district are we?
Division
7.
Yes.
Who's going to be the district champs?
Us.
All right.
Who
Good
else?
job. You had some good answers
Yeah,
there.
you did.
I tried.
You didn't just go along with the simple
Cucumber
answers. So.
Gatorade is very good.
It is
I
good.
do have to
No,
agree.
I've never had it.
that stuff's so good.
It's awesome.
No, I
It's
have to try
amazing.
some.
And they sell it here.
And
They
they
do?
do.
You
Yeah.
can get it here?
United, yeah.
I don't know about
Oh.
the zero though. The zero's not good.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
like
I
the
don't like zero either.
Yes.
I probably need to be drinking. Don't like it.
So tell us a little bit about Friday night.
Oof,
It was the one we just had last Friday.
so I didn't play. I injured my back.
That's right. I saw you.
So I was just there and living in the moment and not fatigued or anything. It was fun to just be there and be around everybody. And fans were amazing. The energy is just unmatched. Anything.
So y'all could feel it on the sideline.
Of course. Especially when everybody with you is getting excited because your teammate, your family just did great things.
Well, we're yelling the whole time, but we're in an airtight, soundproof
I can't hear that.
building up there. You can't hear anything in that press box.
Yeah.
And then you have everybody underneath y'all screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible.
So tell us about your back. Everything good?
Oh yeah. I don't know what it was. I think I went to the doctor and they're like my hip was higher, so it put pressure on it. I'm good now.
So you ready to roll Friday night?
Still sore, but I'm practicing. We're fine.
You know, they say it's pretty much a football injury because of the impact.
Yeah.
But, sorry about that.
Did you see that? Everything just went.
They said it was track related though, because
Oh, really?
I tore my hamstring, so the force might have.
But they say,
Like
a lot of all the pros, they go to chiropractors almost every day. I mean, because they They have to pop themselves back in
That
place.
was an
John.
unreal experience. It was oof. One day I was just chilling. It's like, I'm gonna go to the chiropractor. I went, he popped my back, stood up, and I was like, whoa. My leg was longer. It was weird.
So how long have you lived in Seymour?
I moved to Seymour the end of third grade.
Oh, you've been here a long time.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I used to always feel left out because I never grew up. But now it's like I've lived here more than I haven't. So
So you feel
I feel
you
like
feel
this
like
is,
you're
yeah,
Seymourian?
yeah. I might not be born and raised, but that don't matter.
What do you think about Coach Anderson?
Oh, that's a cool dude. I love Coach Anderson.
He got that hair fluff back, don't he?
Oh,
Does he ever wear a cap?
yeah,
Never?
occasionally.
He
Not
kept on during pregame.
one time. Well, he wears his little safari hat.
I do like the safari.
The safari hat, it goes
And it's
good.
hot out there. I got to do something, but
Well, y'all wasn't here last week when I told Coach Lloyd how he looked for the warm up at Albany. I was like, oh my God.
It's like Coach Fobbs' hat. His Coach Favilla has his big
yeah.
fisherman hat.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Well, you got any closing comments before we cut you loose?
I don't. You can go ahead and get slayed.
Tell the folks, is it Monday? It's in Monday, right? Yeah, Monday,
in Monday.
Texas, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Can spank on those moguls.
We'll try.
All right.
All right.
Adrian, thank you. I don't know why I had to put an A on.
Thank you for having me.
Coach, you want to cut out? You got anything? Are you want to
It's
talk
up
with
to
Coach
you.
Lloyd
I
a
mean,
minute?
We'll let Coach Lloyd come in.
We'll come in and we'll talk to the two coaches together
Hey,
for a minute.
Oh,
No, you guys
I
stay.
gotta say.
Yeah, stay with us. We got 40 minutes. Are you not bringing some more pizza in here?
I just had 6 pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Give him a moment.
Thank you, though. What's going on, guys?
Welcome,
Is there a
Coach.
show here?
Man, this thing that's kind of in the way there, but it's to protect me in case you get hurt. I got a little bar there between us.
Yes.
You bring yours down, huh?
Hey, how
That's the
awesome is
way to
Coach
do it.
Anderson, huh? How about
Well,
that?
I finally got to meet him. We
He's
never
a
met
cool
before.
dude, isn't he? He's
Well,
a cool dude.
we're already-
He's a cool dude.
we're already
We already talking about Cliff King.
Cliff.
Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, he's an up and comer now. He's an up and comer. You just wait a couple years, man. He's gonna shock the world.
We're excited
He's gonna
about
shock the
you
world.
know,
We're ready.
we don't
for
want to
him.
start till December, but we're excited about basketball.
Oh yes.
I mean,
no, for sure.
That's
for
what I
sure.
told him. I said, I'm excited to have some new blood on that sideline. And
Yes, new blood's good.
yep.
New blood's good. Always good. Always good. So no,
I like that saying, new blood.
Yeah, I
New
know.
blood.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I knew you'd like that.
Yeah, no, Coach Anderson's going to do a heck of a job. He's already done a heck of a job. You know, his relationship building's been amazing. He can really reach kids. You know, there's something to youth, man, and the energy and relating to the kids. You know, he knows about fashion and how to look good and stuff. You know, I wear black socks and baggy pants. You know what I mean? You know, so there's certain things that. But besides that, he's a heck of a coach, and they had a heck of a summer. And I'm excited for him to take this basketball program to another level, which he's already done. He's already headed that direction.
Well, he gave you a heck of a compliment at the very first. You're going to have to
Did he?
go
What'd he
watch
say?
it. You're going to have to go
He's
watch
good
it.
looking? Did he say I'm good looking?
Well, something about that right there. You kind of like that right there.
I don't know. It's starting to itch, man. It's starting to itch.
I don't think I've seen you without it, man.
It's been a while. It's been a while. But you watch, he's an up and comer, man. You give him a couple of years, man. He's going to shock the world. He's a good one. He's a good one.
Well, he told us where he was at a camp a few years back and saw the Anderson boys, and he said it kind of sparked his interest, and said he even drove through Seymour on the way home.
Yep.
That's
So
it.
like
It's
it was
pretty
meant
cool,
to be.
man.
Yeah.
It's crazy how God works, man. It really is.
Yes, God is good. God is good. It's like I tell the boys every day, don't blame me, blame God that he gave me another day to coach you. So, you know, don't get mad at me, get mad at him. Right? That's not my fault. Get up. You know, I got a Kia, I got here, we're good. You know?
Kia? I got the Kia.
Got you too. We're good, man. We're rocking and rolling.
Sedimentation.
So what do you want to talk about?
Man, you tell me.
Talk about Friday night first.
Last Friday?
It was
It was good, man. I felt awkward scoring that many points, man. I was very uncomfortable. You know, the coaching world's a small world.
we could tell you were uncomfortable.
The coaching world's a small world, and you don't ever want to score 75 points against a team. But, you know, Quana, you know, Coach Peyton Jackson does a heck of a job over there. He does a heck of a job. And, you know, he's had a couple injuries early in the year. And, you know, we kind of got off to a slow start and then picked it up. And our boys played tough and played hard. So I was very excited. You know, we were we made a lot of mental mistakes early, kind of slow. You can tell. You could tell that we were not as keyed up as we should have been. But I keep hearing myself breathe. We got it going. We did well. So I was very proud of the boys at that point. And then, the backups came in, not backups, but guys that rotate in, and they had a very successful day too. I think, like I said, Peyton Jackson did a heck of a job, and our boys played pretty well.
Well, it's
So,
kind of hard to tell, like you said, the subs, the ones that came in for maybe your starting running back or something. It's kind of hard to tell that guy, hey, don't score.
well,
know,
when you run the
they've
ball
done
and
everything.
yes,
Yes.
and they just go and score,
I mean, you can't take it away from him. You can't say, "Hey, stop at the 1 yard line. We
Yeah.
can't run the score." Up
no,
on
I
'em."
think that's
mean,
talking more trash because
yes,
even someone who doesn't know anything about football would be like, why'd they stop at the 1 yard
yes.
line?
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
kind of brings more attention to it.
I mean, it's like somebody says, "Well, what are you gonna do? Take a knee 3 times and punt it to them?" I would.
Yeah.
That's not
If I'm
football.
the opposing coach, I'd get mad about that. For you know?
Yeah.
We were surprised that Quana didn't want to run a fast clock.
So I wanted to ask, but then I'm thinking, is that talking trash?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that rude? And I kept on asking our guys, like, are we shoving are we shoving it in? And I got a lot of texts after the next couple of days that were saying, why are we being bullies and things like
I
that.
didn't text you.
Well,
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna tell you, as an official, when we officiated,
Yes.
if we had a game like that, we went to the coaches and asked if they want to run fast.
Yeah, I was waiting for
It's the
it.
officials that
Well, you
should
had
do
the
I
that.
was waiting for
You
it.
had the number one whitehead in the area.
You know?
No comment.
They're beside you.
I was like, why are you here?
I saw a whitehead
was
get
doing-
that close to the sideline.
I thought maybe he wanted the water all the time. So I'm right straight over
And
the
he
back.
moves, and he moves like a turtle. He just moving down the field.
Yes.
He coached in the Pee Wee days back when Billy and I coached Pee Wee back
Okay.
20 years ago. He was a
Yeah,
coach.
yeah.
Looked just the same.
Yeah.
I'm not a coach, but official. So,
Yeah, no. So I don't know. It's but I was proud of our boys. I thought we played pretty violent, pretty tough. Mentally we weren't as sharp as we need to be.
Well, as a defense coordinator, was you irritated with the 18
Oh
points?
my
I
god.
bet you are. We can tell that too.
Oh my god.
You're thinking, how did they score 18 points on us?
Yeah, and they scored 14 in like 3 games.
Yes.
Yes.
I was pissed.
I
I
think
was
he
mad.
was.
I was angry.
I was angry for you.
They were
I was
averaging
very
less than 5
I'm
points
like,
a
I
game.
can't believe this.
I was very angry.
Right, you helped their average. a little
No, I
bit.
was very angry.
Yeah.
I was very angry. Didn't help our average. Didn't help ours.
Listen, we're not going to do it this week, boys.
Well,
No.
that's what you can tell the Quana coach. Say, hey, let's score 18.
Yeah.
We had to
I
score
don't know what to
75.
say after.
What
I'll
did
be
you say?
honest,
Good
I don't know
game?
what to say.
you
Well,
tell him-
actually, yeah, and there was a kid that had a head injury.
Yes.
Yeah, we
So
saw.
how's
we
that?
saw
Was
that.
he okay?
He ended up having just whiplash, which
Oh,
I
good.
don't know if it's like where you crack your neck. I don't know. I mean, there's either a concussion.
Well, we looked across there and seen he had the collar and was like, oh gosh.
Yeah. We were hitting pretty good, I think. We went over as a staff and checked on the kid, and I talked to coach, and it was okay. I think he was mad at me after the game, but I mean, would you be mad at me too? I mean, look at me on the sideline. Wouldn't you want to beat the hell out of me?
Well, and like you
I mean,
said,
would you not want to lose to me? I look at that. If I had a me, I'd be like, I don't like that guy.
well, like you said, he should have hollered. He should have got with you or hollered at you and said, "Let's do a fast clock. Let's go home."
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot to say for him too. He should have said something, I would think.
And I was waiting for it, but I have the utmost respect for him, Peyton, and their numbers are down a little bit, and he's had some injuries, and our boys got after it though. Which I was very happy because we could have had a letdown, and we probably had a letdown mentally at the beginning. We kind of sluggish at the beginning, but we could have had a letdown based on the effort we had against Albany.
Yeah.
So I was happy about that.
Yeah.
I was happy that we came out and took care of business.
But I could tell you didn't feel like y'all were crisp.
I was very angry. I was very angry. 18 points. I don't like it. 18 points.
There was a lot of
That's 3 touchdowns.
a lot of on offense. Like you said, they were making mental mistakes, and you just like, you want to get this down. Let's get this right, boys.
Yeah, and when people move slow, I have anxieties. I can't stand it. And it just things happen. Sirens go off, and I don't like them.
Well,
It's just me. I hear things. I mean,
Braden and David have had a good year, but they really connected.
Yes,
Friday night.
We've, our coaches have done a heck of a job coaching the wide receivers up. Coach Redder, Coach Selman, they've done a heck of a job in coaching those guys up. Crisper routes, more effort, good blocking. That you see what kind of a receiver a kid is when they block. Grayson has a touchdown block for Leighton as he runs for a touchdown. Those are things that people may not notice. Of course, you guys do because you know football. But Grayson makes a block downfield to free Leighton for a touchdown. That's where the effort comes in. And the blocking and the route running. Even the receivers that don't get a lot of balls, quote unquote, are running crisp routes. And that's a tribute to not only the kids, but the coaches working hard and being on them. Our staff is great. Like I said, every coach has relationships, from Coach Anderson to Coach Fabilla, the two new guys, Jones, too. There's something to youth and energy and excitement, and they bring it every day. Coach Anderson brings energy every day. Coach Jones, Coach Fabilla, the other Coach Selman, Coach Rutter, Coach Williams, Coach Castilleja, they all bring energy. They pick me up, because I don't bring a lot of energy every day.
No, right.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
We're thinking about buying a second camera just to put on you.
I don't know.
And put a little square up in the top of the.
You might
TV
hate me
screen.
too, like everyone else. I mean, would you not want to beat the crap out of me?
The whole time.
I mean, honestly, if you saw me across the sidelines, I'd be like, I want to beat the living, what, out of that guy. Would you not want to?
Well, maybe we'll put it on.
If you saw another coach like that, I'd be like, I don't like that guy over there. I don't like that guy over there. You know what I mean? Would you not be on?
Well, I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah, well, I am too. Because if I was on the other side, I want to beat the hell out of him. I'd be all mad. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh, look at this white towel. Oh, yeah, he weighs 290 pounds. He thinks he's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know nobody's going to say anything to you.
Well, I would talk so much trash to me because I would snap and then I get kicked out of the game.
That's what they might want to do. That's all right. You got Cliff over here.
Actually,
I can't hold it back.
Yeah, he would whip my tail. I'll whip my tail. I'm all talk. No,
I never forget when they first they put Selman. Selman used to be the get back guy. He'd always try to.
You remember that last year?
Yeah.
He'd always grab, pull you back.
What happened to that? No, you don't need it this year?
I think finally he said, man, I'm tired of this. You're on your own. I'll push the limits. I'll push the limits. And what I try to do is I try to talk to the sideline guy and I try to just barter. I'm like, just warn me a couple times before you flag me.
You haven't got a flag yet, have you?
I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good salesman.
And it's already been 4 weeks. Coach.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Good job.
That's awesome.
Take lessons from me. Is that kind of
Where's the sound effects?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Give me some crowd. Give me some crowd notes. Crowd notes.
They said it was
What kind of Google machine operator are you?
It doesn't work.
Got that out of the Cracker Jack box.
No, it's a tribute to Coach Anderson, Coach Jones, Coach Fabilla, the whole coaching staff, Coach Selman, Coach Red Dog, Castilleja, and Coach Williams. Man, I kind of show up and open the place for them. You know what I mean? They kind of do everything.
At about 4 a.m.
I don't know what time it is. It's, we don't count. We don't know what time.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to say you ain't going to want to talk about it.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
You're starting to get a little respect in the state.
Are we?
You don't even know.
I don't know.
I told the boys to close their
Twitter.
ears a while
When
ago
football starts, he logs
because they
out
don't
Twitter.
need to know this. But now with these things, all you got to do is type one word in.
What is that thing? I saw one thing bend today in half. Have you seen the iPhone that bends in half?
They bend it
I don't usually cuss, and I'm not going to, but holy.
Just bends in half.
It went like opened up, and I was like, "What happened?"
You're
It's
like
an old school cigarette. The old school cigarettes. I thought it was the old school, pull out a cigarette. Not that I would do that, but the old school things, like.
Oh, that's what the classic people used to use. Back then.
They had a little, like that little, like little cigarette in the end. Then. Yeah, but your phone can bend.
Mine does it. Mine does it. But yes, they're awesome.
The bend Google
That's
machine.
the kind I need because this and I is too big.
No, man, I want to throw mine in the lake sometimes, though.
I've always figured those things will mess up mentally.
So what are you going to ask me? You're going to ask me a question.
You may not want to talk about it. I mean, you're starting to see some respect.
You
in the
notice
state
I
of
can always
Texas.
defer questions. I can always go around them.
That's a contribute. That shows. I don't know what the word I used earlier, but y'all's leadership and what you're producing here in Seymour right now.
First of all, it's not my leadership. It's the coach, these assistant coaches, and what they bring every day. They bring energy every day. It's all that. I'm only as good as just like these young men here. We're only as good as our weakest link. And to see these young men compete for each other, just like Adrian was saying, I mean, to have one of his wishes be in Arlington, and it's all not Arlington, Cowboy Stadium, which, sacrilegious for me to say that, but I will say that. Okay.
I'll let you.
No, for him to want that for his boys, he's talking about his family. I mean, that's what it's about, and the coaches, like all the coaching staff, is bringing those relationships, because this is the deal. If it's like any teacher and coach. If you can't establish a relationship, you can't teach a kid. Yeah. Period. And so that relationship has allowed us to play for each other. And I think that, if we can keep this train going in the right direction and play for each other, I think some awesome things can happen. Yes, I heard about the ranking. Yes, I got a lot of texts. Okay. We're going to
you're
talk
proud
about
of
A
it,
lot of congratulations.
but you got to put it on the back burner.
I hate to say it. I used to always hear these head coaches say all these cliche remarks, and when he gets interviewed as a head basketball coach, he's going to be like, I don't want to say these cliche, but then you kind of say those things because it's one game at a time.
Well, you
I do like the fact that we're being recognized. I think that's awesome for Seymour. Okay, I think it's awesome for Seymour. I really wish that it wouldn't have happened, because it's, you put a target on your back, but I also am glad that it happened because it shows the hard work and the dedication of these boys and of course our assistants.
Well, what happened, you lose to the number one team in state, but you still had 400 yards of offense.
Yes, and they played and had a game plan that was pretty.
Yes,
I think Albany had respect for us. I'll put it that way. Yeah, they had respect. Would you agree with that?
Yes,
Coach?
sir.
well, I saw that on some sites. They said that Seymour will go deep into the playoffs. Some of the Albany guys were saying.
Well,
so.
Danny Faith, that was one game he was worried about.
I know Danny Faith was definitely interested in the pregame a lot more than last year. Yeah, I'll put it that way. Well, and this is the deal. When you see our kids play on film, they play for each other, and they play. I think we're playing more violent. I'd like to see more violence, of course, always, and playing together. And they had a great game plan, and they exposed a lot of our weaknesses. And fundamentally and schematically, we didn't play crisp, but hopefully we get a chance maybe to compete with them in the future. But they beat Holly. They beat Holly pretty good. And we were 20 to 12, 14 in the third
20 to
quarter.
14 in the third quarter.
We couldn't ever squeeze the throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something about having pressure, and of course they won the state championship. So I'm not saying they would have felt pressure, but we need to put pressure on people.
You're getting there.
We're gonna
heading in the right direction.
Yes. Well, I appreciate it. No, and I'm excited about the ranking, but it's kind of like the cliche that Saban talks about, or any of these great coaches talk about. It's the day to day. I've heard Coach Anderson say it, and other coaches say, Coach Selman, Coach Fabilla, Coach, all the coaches, get 1% better every day. Take a step forward every day, and then it'll take care of itself.
Well, he's going to deal with it in basketball too.
Yes,
I mean, there'll be rain time basketball.
Telling you, he did a heck of a job this summer. The boys are pumped up and excited. He's already brought his camaraderie in.
If we just had a good post, man, if we just had a good post.
Well, right there, that's good. Peyton right there is a great post right there. The Sullivan Show. Huh?
The Sullivan Show.
How about that? Huh? How about the Sullivan Show?
Man,
I think he's going to interview Coach Jones. Yeah. I think Coach Jones is going to have to talk. He's going to have to talk. I mean, he's going to have to talk. Are you going to make him talk?
It's going to be awesome.
I want to interview him.
You need about 15 to 20 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes, somewhere around there.
So what did you think about the ranking? What do you think about that? Did it get you excited? Did you think about it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you something here, and you can ask me if I was excited or not. Was I excited? I took a picture of it on my TV. Was I excited?
They actually showed it on TV. No kidding.
Yeah, awesome. Knox City, Seymour, Holiday, and Graham in our area.
There you go.
Yeah, I took a picture. I was like, whoa.
That's pretty sweet.
They take Benjamin out?
No, Benjamin's not in.
Really? Last week, Benjamin and Knox City were both ranked number one. One in Division One, one in Division Two.
That's crazy.
Same county.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yes.
So I was excited.
Well, and I'm excited too, but it's like I said, we got to take care of business, and we just have to keep doing what we do, and I like to see intensity and energy and physicality, and as long as we do that, I think we're going to make some things happen. So I know one thing: it's a pleasure to see these guys every morning and get after it, and the locker room, the culture's been great. We have guys helping other guys with grades and work and homework and things of that nature. And all they talk about is being selfless and things of that nature. And the thing about it is that the message is going to be the same for all. The message is going to be for the football. It's the same for volleyball. It's going to be cross country, basketball, boys and girls. It's going to be baseball, softball. The message is clear that we play for each other. We play for Seymour and for and for this community. And for guys like you to do this show, this is awesome. Taking time out of your evening to do this.
Absolutely.
This is great.
Talk a little bit about the Munday Moguls.
Monday, man, they're, they got a new coach. They got a new AD. He's a nice guy. He seems like a really nice guy. They're kind of in a rebuilding year. They're kind of down a little bit. Small schools, they have ups and downs.
Yeah.
Have ups and downs.
So they could easily go 6-man.
They should.
It's a pride thing. It's pride. It's got to be hard to do
people that make decisions, I think the people that make decisions don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes there's arguments either way, right? The argument is you have 6-man, you go far in the playoffs, you do really well. You build some pride, some tradition. They already have tradition, of course, and pride. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing taken away from them, but you get some wins. It's tough to keep asking kids, young men, to keep fighting when they're getting beat up.
Right.
And not saying that they should go 6-man, but the argument for 6-man is, hey, get some wins, get some excitement, get some tradition.
When Throckmorton dropped,
they won state.
The year they dropped down to 6-man, they won state.
I'm telling you,
they just didn't have enough talent for the 11-man, but you put, they had pretty 6-7 good guys out there that could do.
Yes,
and that's the same way I feel with Munday too.
And they go deep in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that they were close to a vote on the last time they did it.
Yeah, it was real close. I thought this last
really
time.
close.
That's what I heard too.
Different things about that, but so then you could go up in the alignment, But you're talking about it. How many state champions they have? I know they have one for sure.
Two that I know of.
Two that I know.
Yeah, so you're talking about it.
07 and then like
Of course,
10 or
Knox
11.
City's had state championship too. But they were dropped down.
But no, it's pretty exciting, man. It's the grind is going. It continues, and that's a tribute to Coach Anderson, the coaching staff, and I keep saying all their names: Coach Shelman, Coach Redder, Coach Williams, Coach Fabilla, Kessieha, Red Dog, of course, international Red Dog. How they work every day hard, and these kids do it every day too. We have kids. Our attendance has been great. Our attendance in the morning has been great. We have some kids get there at 4:45 in the morning, 5 a.m. We had some kids this morning that just wanted to do some extra up downs this morning, so they came early and they did some of those.
Well,
these two kids right here, they work extremely hard in the weight room too.
Yes.
Every time I see Slade in there, even on the weekends, Adrian too. You could tell by their bodies too. They're dogs, man. They work in the weight room too, and it definitely shows.
Well, Coach, you're a very humble guy. You want to give all the credit to these other guys, but it takes a leader.
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody, like you said, that opens that field house up every morning and has that game plan. And it's okay. It's okay.
Well, okay, I'll put it this way. Okay, I'll put it
Absolutely, yeah.
It's
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But I put it this way, man. I don't work for a living, dude. I don't.
It's not a job, is it?
I had a Coach Cassier, who, I coached him. He said to me one night, and it made me laugh. And I want to get a shirt that says that. He goes, "What goes through your veins?" Which, it's classified information based on being scientifically studied, Whiteside Museum. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that, man, when you're doing what you're supposed to do and what you feel you're put on this earth to do, man, it's like cocaine without
Right.
cocaine. It's just this energy burst. Every day is like Christmas morning. Imagine everybody wake up every morning like, where are the presents? Where are they? Oh, it's my job. I do not work for a living. People say, and don't get me wrong, there's struggles with the job. There's struggles with the job. But the struggles are what make the job worth it. I truly feel that I am doing what I was put on this earth to do. Whether that's true or not, that's what my mind is convinced of. So every day I show up, it's just, and to be a part of these young men's lives. To see young men that have graduated. I talked to Cameron Blackburn. He just re-upped with the Army for another 4 years, which is going to put him at I think 11 or 14 years with the Army. So you get these connections and these relationships and these bonds, and it's just so amazing that the leadership really is just me being in a place that accepts me too. Seymour's accepted me and my family. Not many people would. You know me.